Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nukado Daniel and I will present about Computer Architecture Organization CAO assignment. Okay, so the program execution is the loading of instruction that make up a program to be executed by a computer into a consecutive location in the computer's main memory, and the CPU require one instruction at a time and execute the function given. It also uses a specific CPU register to keep track of the address of the memory location. Furthermore, the processor has 4 categories to read the command and execute, which is 1. Processor memory, that the CPU transmit data to the memory. The processor input or output, that is data transmission between processor and output input module. And data processing, the process of arithmetic logic operation by processor, and control, that is an instruction that can specify the execution sequence to be changed. Okay, for the next part, we use the Little Man computer, or LMC in short, to run the simulation because it has 100 memory address that are assembly instruction RAM, 6 part of the CPU which contain an accumulator, program counter and instruction register. Also contain address register, input and output that enable us to observe how the system works. The next part is, in this assignment, we had decided to use a simple formula equation, which is A plus B times by C minus D. As you can see, this equation has addition, subtraction and multiplication operation to create the assembly language code and run it in the LMC simulation. Okay, that's all for my part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Rizwan bin Idrus. For the methodology, let's look on our flowchart. As we can see, there has 3 operations. The first operation consists of 2 input for A plus B, and the next also for 2 input for the subtraction of C minus D. After that, the answer for operation first and second will appear on the output box. By using the output from the A plus B and C minus D, there will be the third operation, which is the multiplication. So the final result will give the answer by following our equation. Continue on the coding. This number 1 label is for input for A, B, C and D, which is using function INP and STA for storing content to the mailbox of the given address. The number 2 here is the operation for add and subtraction by using the function LDA, load, and following with the function of add. For the subtraction, also similar to the add operation, but it use function of sub, and the out function. For every operation, it gives system to copy the value from accumulator to the output box. Next, for the multiplication, we use function as same as the operation add and subtraction, but has additional for loop, BRZ, and also the BRA function. The last section is the data location, DAT. Move to the result. This is our first try using value of A is 4, B is 3, C is 6 and D is 2. So the result obtained here, 7 is the result for A plus B and 4 is C minus 2. And the 28 here is represent multiplication of operation A plus B and C minus D, which is 7 multiplied by 4. We also do for a second value to make sure our coding is correct by using the value of A is 20, B is 4, C is 7 and D is 2. The answer stored on the accumulator. The result obtained the correct answer for the input value. For the analysis, the assembly language code for our equation consists of operation add, subtraction and multiplication. By our observation on the way LMC works, LMC will start to loading the instruction from the program counter memory address. Before the simulation can be executed, the assembly code will be translated to the LMC code. after loading and running our assembly language code, the CPU program counter will start to count and address will be registered, which means the program counter is increment to the next memory location when the data is loaded. The data will start to store into the RAM. The input load to the LMC will display on the accumulator, and then there are 6 input number to be loaded. Last but not least, there are 3 output represent the operation of add, subtraction and multiplication. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rashidi. Now I will proceed to my presentation. I will start with discussion. So what we have been discussed is the LMC that we program in this study estimate is written as assembly language. So the little microcomputer LMC, the software that we use is a computer simulator that simulates the fundamental function of a modern computer. So it is built around a central processing unit with an arithmetic logic unit and register, controlling with an instruction register and program counter input and output mechanism and memory for data and instruction. And lastly, the computer has ways to acquire data from the user and ways to give the user the result of the any processing as outputs. So next is for the conclusion. The LMC simulation is closely related to the computer internal system, where it can be understood as a light version of a modern computer where it contains all of the basic features. Next, it can be difficult to write an LMC program as a language coding because the instruction set is so minimal. We also frequently to do what appears to be a basic activities in an even simpler manner. So lastly, the way we present our assembly language code is by solving the operation by part and following the flow chart. So I think that's all from us. Thank you and bye bye.